All right, we're here for game 2 of the day featuring Royal Crown and Edge. Should be a good one. Royal Crown looking to get their first win of the session at 0-1, while Edge is currently 2-1. First play of the game. Declan Cutler gets it inside for a 2. The 6'10" forward out of British Columbia. Looking for him to really step it up this game. I think he could be a key component for this team. Three-pointer by Steele is no good. Rebounded Hazley. I want to see more from Hazley as well this game. See how the guards of Hazley and Blake come out this game. Hazley with the screen from Cutler. Hazley for 3, no good. Benjamin for 3, off. Blake with the rebound. No good that time. Austin Good gets his own rebound. Oh, block from behind by Cole Steele. Here comes Dallas Champagny Smith. Ooh, nice pass to the corner, good ball movement. Back to the corner for 3, no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Royal Crown ball. Hazley with the take. Foul on the floor, I believe. Here's Blake. Step back 3 for Hazley. Hits it. Nice shot there. He struggled to shoot it in the first game, but
yeah,
good sign for him getting that one
the
going.
whole team struggled from 3 in the last one. Very limited from behind the arc.
Late foul call.
Sometimes when you see it go down early, you're able to get in rhythm, get more confidence.
Hits them both. Gets Edge on the board. Here's Hazley. Inside to Cutler. Nice hook shot there. Soft touch inside. Smooth post game. Beckering for 3. No good. Hazley corrals the rebound. Gets it to Peter for 3. Boom, there he is. He had a big game yesterday in their loss. He was a bright spot for them.
Absolutely.
Put up 20 points. Nearly led them to a crazy comeback at the end. The barrage of 3-pointers.
Yeah, he got it going for them and was definitely stood out. Didn't know much about him going into the game, but definitely made his mark.
Yep.
Way more energy. You see right now it's the first time you see any type of emotion being shown, and it's a good start for them, 12-2. Kind of what we expected.
Yeah, exactly. Quick timeout break first of the game. We're going to break. All right, we're back here in the first quarter. Quick start by Royal Crown, as expected. 10-point lead for them early on. Birch Bacher, no good.
He's been their energizer bunny.
Yeah.
Bacher for edge.
John Blake. Nice take. Austin Good gets it to go. 14-2 start. So this is pretty interesting because Edge beat RNS earlier in the session, and then yesterday RNS beat Royal Crown.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Like you can't piece it together. I think the one consistent thing that I think we've seen is that Fort Erie, Coach Charles' team is seemingly ahead of the pack early on, kind of stand alone right now.
Yeah.
But then everything else has been open.
Yep.
You know, a mixed bag of results.
Yep. Next game should be good. CSJV and Polaris.
But I think that's something that, just what I've heard in the last 24 to 48 hours from, you know, fans and coaches, is that they like the fact that there is parity, you know, and that any team can beat anyone. I think in terms of another team that's really stood out outside of Coach Charles' Fort Erie team is Polaris. I'm interested to see how, like, when they're challenged in today's game, to see how for real are they.
Yep.
Ray Kim's been doing a great job coaching the guys. We've even gotten some, you know, real positive feedback in terms of on the coaching side of things, people that have been watching. The level of intensity, the level of expectation for these guys. I mean, for CSJV, though, Joe, I mean, where do you see them in the pack so far? Because I know you've been impressed with them.
Yeah, I would probably say they're in that top 4 range, to be honest. Top 4, top 5 range.
Okay.
Yeah, they've got good depth as well, which, again, we talked about on the last broadcast, which big piece at this level especially. How many different guys can you have contributing? Allows the coaches to put together different lineups, switch it up, get different looks. There's Peter again for 3, no good. Beckering. Blocking foul.
They're going to need a big game out of Beckering. He's been their leader in scoring. He's been able to average over 20 a game so far in the session.
Yep.
He's relatively off to a slow start, 5 minutes into the first quarter. I believe these are his first buckets, if I'm not mistaken. He definitely leads their offensive charge.
Yeah, for sure. They need him.
Beckering with it right now. Got some size on him defensively.
Here comes Blake. Nice take by Blake. That's what he does best, getting to the rim.
Yeah, and I'd love to see some, you know, leadership, emotion from him. They're going to need him throughout the season to be that guy, because you know he's going to lead by example as far as his production. But I think it's a great opportunity this season for Sean Blake to step up as a leader, as a point guard, to run the program, be that extension of a coach on the floor.
Blake for three.
There you
Hits
go.
it. A lot of questions about his jump shot coming into this game, but he knocks his first three down there. If he's able to hit that, then, man, he's tough cover. Nice finish there. Isaac Brown, he's been a main piece. Reach in. And for Royal Crown is, I reset the shot clock, but class of 2027 point guard, Javion Tyndale in the game for Royal Crown. Nice bump and take by Blake. Strong finish, 23-8 lead for Crown. Isaac Brown. Isaac Brown for three, no good. No one boxed out. Deng Gore, you got to box him out. Class of
2027.
Yeah, that's right.
Young pup getting that NPA experience early on.
A couple 2027s on the court here for both teams. Nice move.
Okay.
Nice take. Okay, Danny Chang.
Danny Chang making his mark in this one.
See you.
Big fellow over from China.
Yeah, 6'11", 2024. Holds an offer from High Point.
Wow.
A lot of upside. Still putting it together, but you just showed a couple good flashes. Here's Tyndale at the line. No good on the first. (27-10) lead. Second free throw is good. Isaiah Spencer gonna come in for Crown. Another guard. They're just cycling in their guards. Here's Beckering.
You look up at the score, it's already a 28-10 lead.
Yeah.
Royal Crown dominant in the first quarter.
Big time response after their loss.
Yep.
Last game is exactly what you wanted to see from this team.
Confirmed that was their first loss of the season.
Yeah, that's right.
They're about 6 games in so far.
Cutler again. He's getting it going in this first quarter.
Nice pass there.
Yep.
And good cut off the ball.
Here's Hazley. Xavier He. No good. Way off. Fouled. Cole Beckering. Head to the line. One minute left to go in the first. Paisley for three. No good. .41 seconds. Beckering with the kick out. No good. Another big rebound. Austin Good gets out ahead for the easy dunk. Two-hander. 4-second differential between shot clock and game clock. See Edge get a good possession here to end the quarter. Isaac Brown goes baseline. Three is up and in. Yes, sir. Nice pass by Hazley.
A lot of action going on here.
Yes, fast-paced game. Quarter's gonna end. Shot from Beckering, no good, and that'll do it for the first. 34-17 for Royal Crown. They came out. They answered the call. Take a quick break. All right, we're back for the start of the second quarter. Royal Crown up 34-17. Nice block by Cutler. He's been productive both ends. Here Spencer gets out. Bumped. Foul on Royal Crown there. Edge will take it. Beckering.
He's got that. He's hit a couple threes in the past.
Yeah.
Big fella, long, 6'7", 6'8". No good on that one.
Beckering for three. No good.
Good job of Hazley there selling the contact.
Yeah.
Sean Blake leading the way right now with 7 points.
Yep. He's been aggressive, which is what you need if you're Royal Crown. We're going to have a quick timeout break and return for the second quarter. Eight minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half. We're yet to score here in the second quarter. See who can crack the code. Spencer for 3 off.
Just to go over some of the leaders so far in this game as Hazley attacks the rim.
No good.
Sean Blake leading the way, 7 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists. And then you have Declan Cutler and Danny Cheng with 6 apiece for Royal Crown.
Good ball movement. Charge. He tried to take advantage of that mismatch, but Hazley did a good job of taking the bump.
I'm going to try to get Coach Mike DeGiorgio as well as Coach Chris Exelis after this game, get their thoughts on the season early on.
Yep.
Get the coach's perspective. I know Chris Exelis, he told me maybe a year ago, he appreciates the high school basketball game and the prep side, even though he's coaching pro as Beckering finishes there, because he actually played prep basketball stateside before prep was a thing in Canada. So I'd love to get his perspective on that.
He went on to play Division I.
Yep. Also played some pro. Played over at DePaul, actually.
Yep, that's right. Elijah Fisher over there right now. Three-pointer is up, short, followed by he inside to good. He's been finishing under the rim a couple times this game.
Mentioned Elijah Fisher there at DePaul. He's actually an NPA alumni and
That's
NPA
true.
champion. A couple years back with Crestwood.
Yep.
That featured Jacoby Neath. Love to see him get it going there with DePaul. He's a transfer from Texas Tech after his freshman year.
Yeah, he was solid with the U19 team this past summer. I think he's really coming into a role of having the potential of being a defensive specialist. You know, it's not like the high school game where he's going to attack the rim and get inside whenever he wants to. He's learning to adjust his game to whatever his team needs.
Love when you see guys specialize and really hang their hat on that one thing. Not to say that they can't do other things, but that's when you're able to really, if we're talking pro basketball, that's when what you see in the NBA, for example, is you got a 1-2 all-star type of players on a team, but the rest of the guys are role players.
Basically, you got to carve a role out for yourself. What are you doing that's impacting winning at the next level? Is it defending? Is it shooting? Is it playmaking, rebounding?
And that's why you see a guy like Ishan Sharma.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, he's going Virginia, he's going high major. And I would say shooters, snipers, not just shooters,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
snipers have a spot at any level.
Yep.
I always look to the Brady Heslip example. He was only 6'2", a kid out of Burlington, played at Baylor University, and then moved on. And like at one point, he was leading the G League in scoring at 35
Yeah,
plus.
he was going crazy.
But it all starts with his ability to shoot it at a high clip.
Yeah.
So I think that just to that point, like specializing is what is going to allow you to be able to perform at the highest levels.
Yeah.
And to Elijah's game, I think that the defensive side is like he's got the competitive fire.
Yeah.
He's got the physical tools.
Yeah.
He's got the size. He's got the length.
Motor.
And if he's able to climb the ladder, whether it's perform in a big way at the college level and have the opportunity to play at the NBA level, that's something that he can translate from college to the pros.
Yeah, defense.
And look at what Dylan Brooks did, right?
Yep.
He's making like $40 million.
Yeah.
That's based off of
80
a
million
niche.
actually.
Sorry, that's 20, I believe, 20 a year.
Yeah.
Something like that.
4 years.
Edge is trying to pick up a little bit of momentum. 15-point game. Royal Crown took the lead early in the game,
Yep.
made it double digits, and been able to maintain it. Shaking and baking. I'd love to see more out of Anamali.
Yeah.
3 ball there for Edge. That's a big one. Makes it 12. That was number 24 for Edge. Looks like a new face. That is Xavier Kilislian. First
Ooh.
buckets of the game.
Beautiful weaving through the defense and the nice find by Edge's point guard, Dallas Champagne-Smith, floor general for them. He's been steady.
Solid, yeah.
He's very steady, yeah.
He's one of the leading scorers in the previous game as well.
12-point game now. Edge slowly but surely chipping away. Gonna take a quick break. Yeah, students.
All right, and we're back here. 4:45 left with a 14-point game.
That's that guy right now.
Yep.
Stepping up for Edge. They needed a boost.
Royal Crown's got to get back to playing with the intensity that they had in the first quarter. Here's Javion Tyndale. Nice pass to the corner to Blake. Nice pass back inside. Blocked. Edge has turned it up now.
See if Dallas can get another one. He's looking for it on the weak side.
Nice look. No good that time. There's nice take by Patrick, member of the Slovenian U18 team.
Really?
Yeah, that's right.
It's another international to throw
Yep.
on the radar.
Nice melting pot we've got in the league.
Absolutely. A lot of national team players.
Yeah.
Jihad Al-Khatib played for been a part of the Turkish program.
Yeah, you got Bruno Viderte at Polaris Prep. We're going to see him next. Even Royal Crown here, they got Danny Chang, Xavier
Spanish
Gee.
national team.
Yeah, you've got...
Obviously, we got several Canadian national team members.
yeah.
And Amali is one of them here, number 22 for black. Oh, nice pass.
Yeah, beautiful. Tyndale for three. Short. Nice activity on the offensive glass there.
So cool to see Javion Tyndale, one of the youngest, if not the youngest on the floor.
Yeah.
His uncle, David Tyndale,
Yep.
we've worked very close with, NBA skill development specialist.
Details matter.
And you see a lot of David's game. I actually played against David in high school. You see a lot of his game in terms of in Javion.
Yeah, highly skilled.
Always a threat on the floor, especially from the perimeter.
Shoot that. Oh, off. Austin Good has been active inside early on. He's got 8 points, 6 rebounds.
Yeah. And it's been a big difference in his play from yesterday to today. A lot more active.
Up ahead. No good there. Peter Bandelj.
Peter Bandelj, I've liked his activity level in this game.
Yep.
He's got 7 points in 10 minutes. But it looks like he's been pushing the pace each time. Circulating offense. Got 5 assists already, too.
Yeah. Impressive.
Pretty balanced scoring for Royal Crown, getting contributions across the board. And they've been using a lot of their bench as well.
Lead
Something
is-
we didn't see as much of yesterday.
Yeah. Their lead's up at 18 now. Here's nice pass inside. Oh, good
No
though.
look.
Peter pushing it. Going all the way. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
I'm telling you,
Tough.
man, he's been pushing the pace, really like putting the defense on their heels, trying to get in transition every time.
Playing hard too, man.
Yeah.
Look at him. You got to be in great shape to be going full court, sprint for a finish, and then sprint your way back on defense, force a turnover.
Definitely a prospect we need to circle and get into our database. Got good size as well. He's a playmaker.
Yeah.
You said Slovenian national team?
Yep, Slovenia.
The diversity in this league is definitely another one of those themes we noticed. Next game, we got an Algerian on the scene for CSJV. We got Irish with John over at RNS.
Yeah.
Born and raised in Ireland. Moved to Canada.
And a Molly.
A rare three-point
Good.
attempt.
There's Peter with the rebound. Let's pass to Hazley for 3. Off. Cutler, nice tip. Got up for that. Lead is now 23. Inside score from Dallas cuts the lead. So 21, 46 seconds left in the first half. It's been all Royal Crown. Gonna get their first win of the season. Blake shoots a 3. Couldn't get in. It's coming down the other way. They want to finish the half strong. Nice finish. And Gore. Kind of contorted his body midair. Finished with the left. Gonna hold for 1. Screen from Cutler. He's gonna attack, go all the way. That's what he does best.
Yep. Downhill. They'll get to the rim.
Up. No good. That'll do it for the first half. Royal Crown up 21. Gonna take a halftime break. Come back for the second half.
Blueprint is a multi-layered platform designed to provide maximum exposure and growth opportunities for Canadian basketball at all levels, starting with grade 5 students all the way to the NBA. The foundation of the Blueprint begins with our strategic partners, the Playground Global, who provide world-class basketball facility access for Canadian basketball programming nationwide. The NPH Showcase League is an introduction to our ecosystem, an exposure platform for club programs all across Canada to experience a competitive, developmental, and positive environment. All year round, this league reaches the players, coaches, parents, and the Canadian basketball community at large. This provides a great opportunity for sponsors to tap into a rapidly growing market and demographic within the high volume of foot traffic. The NPH Showcase Camp is our identification platform, focusing on finding the hidden basketball talent Canada has to offer and guiding them to that next level. As a camper, you will have the opportunity to enter the NPH National Rankings, where player profiles are created, acting as an online resume. This database is directly connected to a network of over 150 prep and post-secondary programs. By attending our camps, you will maximize on scholarship opportunities, perform in front of national scouts, and get a chance to learn from NBA experienced skill trainers. The Game Speaks Combine acts as the elite, invitational-only camp that provides every player an opportunity to measure their talent up against the best prospects in Canada. A 2-day event of skill testing, pro-level drills, and NBA-style combine, with the ultimate goal of securing scholarships. Top performers raised their stock and are now elevated on a national scale to strengthen their recruitment opportunities. The Canadian National Invitational Tournament in July brings a team-focused evaluation platform. Since 2015, the CNIT brings over 100 top-tier club programs from around the world to compete for the national crown. The CNIT is Canada's only NCAA-certified tournament that takes place during a live period where NCAA coaches are eligible to recruit prospects in person. At this stage, North Pole Hoops has identified Canada's top basketball prospects from coast to coast, placing them at programs within the Canadian basketball ecosystem and the elite-level NPH League, the National Preparatory Association. Founded in 2016, this league is at the top of our internal programming and quickly emerging as a global destination for the world's elite basketball prospects. Involving strategic prep programs nationwide, the NPA prides itself on delivering a national platform to showcase the different playing styles, characteristics, and unique talent each province has to offer. All North Pole Hoops sanctioned events include exposure services that help propel and aid players on their recruitment mission. From individual player mixtapes that showcase the unique characteristics of that athlete to our mentorship program, which helps families navigate within the basketball landscape and connect players to prep and post-secondary coaches. Using the intel gathered after identifying the top prospects within our ecosystem, NPH provides a bridge in the form of a scouting service for post-secondary programs looking to recruit. Since 2011, North America's top universities rely on NPH's highly experienced national and regional scouts for intel on prospects on and off the court. Outside of America, Canada is the #1 producer of talent in the world, with over 20 Canadians in the NBA. NPH CEO Tarek Sabate is exploring the global market and building relationships to offer the NPH scouting service to professional basketball teams and leagues worldwide. Finally, utilizing the NPH exposure arm, comprised of digital marketing and live broadcasting, NPH acts as its own media and marketing partner for all of our entities below. With over 75,000 subscribers between Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, NPH is able to reach and influence over 15 million accounts on an annual basis, conveying the message of Canadian basketball and providing a direct platform for our strategic partners to excel in this industry. Climb the ladder to the next level by joining the North Pole Hoops family and enter the blueprint.
a lot of parity so far. Like different teams beating different teams. Like
They lost yesterday
we
too.
lost to Arnes, and then North Star beat Steve Houston's team,
Yeah,
which
I
we
saw
did
that.
not expect.
I saw that. I saw that. I
So
saw that.
you just gotta come correct every game.
Be ready to show up.
Yep.
Right. Be ready. So,
Back for the second half action. Royal Crown in full control right now against Edge out of Calgary, 56-35. And right now I'm joined with head coach of Polaris Prep. Polaris Prep coming up next against CSJV. Head coach Ray Kim. How you doing, Ray?
thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
Awesome. Yeah, I just want to get you on, get a coach's perspective on the league, on your team. You guys have played 2 games already, and you mentioned something to me just now off air of like the intensity level and the energy that the guys bring, knowing that they're being broadcasted, knowing that it's a official season game. And I know obviously you've coached both in season and now out of season. How would you kind of contrast the experience, or even like how the kids play?
I think the NPA league is creating an environment where it does really feel like a league, right? And everyone has to be engaged, and if they don't show up to it, they're gonna lose. They're not gonna have a good time. I've been around prep for a while now, where you go to some leagues and it doesn't feel like a league game, right? It doesn't feel like it means a lot to win that game. But in this league, I feel like we have to show up every game, be ready for a good competition, be ready for intensity, because one, it's being live streamed, right? Nobody can hide, and there's no games that are not meaningful,
Right.
right? That's how I feel, right?
Have you sensed that in the way that the players approach the games?
Yeah, for sure. I think, we were talking about it off air, but we had a tough one yesterday. I don't think we should have lost, right?
This was like an exhibition game?
Exactly. We had an exhibition game that we shouldn't have lost, but I feel that the kids didn't really show up for that game, also because it's just a level of environment, right? And it's honestly 90% probably my fault as a coach that these kids didn't show up for the game. But
Right, you want them to show up regardless of environment.
But I think early, especially early on in the season when you didn't have that many practices and you're not as prepared, you'll have games where it doesn't mean much for the kids, right?
Now, for coaches watching, and there are definitely post-secondary coaches watching live, as well as it will be sent out to hundreds of coaches post-event. Tell maybe the people watching about your team. I know you guys have some good experience,
Right.
experienced players, older team generally speaking, but how would you kind of describe the layout of your roster?
Yeah, like you said, we're all 2024s. Every kid is going to, hopefully going to the next level next year. And the fact that we have a core group of kids that have been with us for a long time, I think that helps, right? I think we live in a day and age where kids are always looking for a different program, and they're looking to go to a different, school, so to speak. But we have kids that are, we have 5, 6 of them that have been staying for 3 years now, right? And then I think when you look at a team like Fort Erie, for example, one of top teams like Royal Crown, they have those kids that stay, and the reason why they stay is because they have a good program, right? They have good coaching. They do what's right for the kids, and I think that's our biggest advantage. Like, basketball is a game of chemistry as well, in my opinion. And the fact that they've been playing together for a long time, it'll help a lot for us.
Now, in terms of your program, it's a relatively new program. It's been a couple of years. You guys just went through a rebrand.
Right.
What is it that you're trying to do as a program this season to kind of reach new heights? What's the focus? What's the goal that you guys have in mind?
The goal has been always the same, right? As long as they feel like they're improving, and as long as they feel like they're reaching their goals and they're getting close to it, that's all we can do, right? Whether they're gonna get there or not, I don't think that's something that we can control.
Yeah.
Especially in a day and age where, with the transfer portal, JUCO, all that stuff, but like it's much harder for high school kids to get to the next level.
Right.
Right. But as long as they feel like they have improved over the last few years and they can show that they have a chance to get to the next level,
Yeah.
like that's all we can do.
Yeah.
And as a program, I say this all the time to the kids, is that just control the things that you can control.
Right.
Right? As long as you do that, you have a chance. And it might not be the flashy answer that you're.
Hey, we're just having a conversation.
Yeah,
Get your
yeah.
perspective. As Sean Blake just went downhill. That's a Vermont commit. Keeps Royal Crown in full control. And also wanted to share with you, like, being back with the NPA, and you're kind of in, with us at North Post, we're kind of in the middle of it all.
Right.
You get different perspectives. It's really interesting to hear the different perspectives from across the country, different coaches, players, etc. And one of the things I've heard is some veteran coaches in the league have been very complimentary, that have faced you already, have been complimentary about you as a younger coach coming up, and some of your sets, some of your schemes, and there's always that one thing with the NPA. It's always been like tough competition on the floor, but mutual respect off the floor.
Right.
But a coach has mentioned to me yesterday, like, hey man, like, what the different offense that he put against me, or the adjustments he put against me, like that was tough to handle. For you as a younger coach coming up at this level, what does that mean for you from another colleague of yours to kind of hear some of that feedback, but also, would love to learn a little bit about your background, kind of what got you to here.
No, I mean, just listening to that, I'm getting chills, right? Like, like as a younger coach, it's definitely difficult. I'm not gonna say it's been easy, but it's guys that I talk to, like Charles at Fort Erie. I talked to Mike a few times too. The guys in the league that are in the league that are very. Whenever I talk to them, they're giving me advice, and they're telling me I'm doing a good job. If I'm not doing a good job, they're not scared to tell me that.
Yeah, be honest, transparent about it.
And that's kind of what I like, right? And then in the past, I've definitely had coaches where they're jealous. They talk crap about other programs and whatnot, but
it gets toxic competitiveness,
for sure,
as I like to call it.
It is for sure, and there's a lot of coaches that I get into it during the game, but after that, it's mutual respect, because it is. We all understand how difficult it is, right, to run programs at the prep level, and it's not like we're, getting rich over this, right? Is I think the main goal and the main reason why we do it is because of the kids, and it's fun.
Yeah,
right?
We love it. We get kids to the next level.
Exactly.
Keeps us young too.
Exactly. So I think it's really nice to hear stuff like that, and it's flattering for sure.
Yeah, maybe a little bit about your background. Like, how did you get to now coaching prep, and some of your experience that's led you to here?
I started coaching at Western University.
Okay.
With Coach Brad Campbell. He's still there. I started coaching with him, and then when we started a prep program at King's,
King's Christian,
Coach Z and I started coaching over there with the girls and the boys program, and we graduated a few men's male players over the Luca and Coleman.
Luca Sahota at Harvard.
They all went to the NCAA level, and then after that we trying to transition into girls basketball. And I think Z and I worked really well together, but it was time for us to kind of separate in our own ways as well, because me personally, I know some of the girls are hearing, they might feel a certain way, but I like coaching boys a lot better. That's just my personal opinion. And when this New Horizon thing came up, I took the chance. Right?
Nice finish there for Edge. They're trying to stay competitive within this, so down big, but getting some momentum. Yeah, Ray, so last one for you, and basically that led you into Polaris.
Right.
Gotcha. The one thing about this league is, like, it's player first league, and everything that we do, we want to get players to the next level, but it's also about the coaches too. helping coaches get to the next level by offering the platform and also appreciating the coaches, because there's so much that goes into this. I feel like in Canada, sometimes internally as Canadians, we underappreciate coaches and the role that they play. At the end of the day, and that's at all levels, at the end of the day, Canada has produced the most NBA players in the world outside of America. Canada has over 100 NCAA players every year.
Right.
That doesn't happen by accident. That happens through coaching and infrastructure and everybody that's involved in the community as a whole.
Right.
And to the point now where we're drawing international talent. You guys have the Spanish kid, Bruno.
Yeah, for sure.
There's an Algerian kid. There's a kid from Ireland. There's a kid from Lebanon. There's
Right.
players from all over the world that are choosing Canada.
Right.
And when we first started the NPA, it was what did the community want? Because we saw all these kids leaving stateside, Andrew Wiggins of the world, the Anthony Bennett's of the world, and long list of guys going prep stateside. So we needed, as a community, to kind of have an offering where, okay, you don't have to leave stateside. And after season 4, COVID happened. We pressed pause from 2020, and we realized the players started to go back to the States.
Right.
So now we're in a scenario where we're first year back, and we want to, not only do we want to keep the top talent, Canadian talent, but also continue to draw internationally.
Right.
And for your program, Bruno's been a standout player. It's not like he's a guy that's come from the other side of the world and, is just a bench guy or whatnot. Like, he's producing, and he's coming from a world-class basketball country.
For sure.
So to me, I look at that, and I think that's a compliment to Canada. Like, the fact that he's going from Spain for a new opportunity here. What did that mean to you?
I think the fact that Canada's on the map is pretty nice to hear, obviously, right? But I do want to say one thing is, like you said, I don't think our coaches are appreciated enough. But it's not like we're looking for appreciation.
Well,
But-
Canadians are humble in general.
But I think the main reason why we can attract and Canada can attract all these talent level is because of coaching. I truly believe that we have some of the best coaches in high school level.
In the world.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There's a lot of things that Americans do it better than us, right? And some of these things that we can't really control. And when it comes to resources, exposure, and proximity to the Division I schools and whatnot. But I do think guys like Bruno and guys like I know there's a Slovenian kid on the
that's another country.
Yeah, but
China on the floor as well.
I think they see our level of basketball, how we play stylistically as well, and they go, this is like what we're more used to. Like, this is what Bruno told me. The reason why Bruno chose us is because stylistically it fit with what he did back in Europe.
Yeah.
I know he was looking at a bunch of schools in the States as well as for prep, but the stylistically it just
It's a way
fit
bigger
better.
adjustment going to the
Exactly.
States.
It just fit better for him, the way we play, sharing the ball, everyone touching the ball, not being unselfish. That's at least that's what he told me.
It's huge.
That was the reason why
Makes
he
sense,
chose to come here. Right?
Yeah, and there were a lot of American programs recruiting other players, international players that we have in the league. But same idea. There was just, Canada seems to be that perfect medium between America, because we're close enough to America, and the world.
Exactly.
So guys are choosing now, the same way in hockey, right? Like, players from all over the world in hockey come to the OHL, the CHL, the system for hockey, then to try to get to the league, right? So it's real interesting. I know you guys got a game coming up.
Yeah, we do have to do some preparation.
And we're going to let you go here in a minute, but maybe set up that game for us as far as, CSJV. What do you know about them? What's the not the game plan, but your just general thoughts?
No, I think
on the
they
game.
have a very talented team, and I think we just saw them win against Ridley. I think they were down by like 9 with 1 minute left.
Yep.
Very resilient. They won't quit, right? And I think that's one of the characteristics of a lot of Montreal teams as well. They never quit. Scrappy. They don't quit. And I think the key for us is really focusing on our energy level, our attention to detail.
Yeah.
Right. I think now we're playing our 4th game in 4 games. 4 days.
Yeah.
Right. I think we're still talking about teenage boys here, right? Where we can't expect them to be pros and we can't expect them to be perfect, but I think that's going to be our main focus, which is let's focus for 40 minutes. It's not that
Consistency,
long. Yeah. So that's what I'll say to the kids.
That's Ray Kim, head coach of Polaris. Thanks for joining me, and good luck in your game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. And right now, we still got a 20-point lead. Royal Crown's been in full control, drawing some oohs and ahs as Javion Tyndale, youngest player on the floor, showing his shiftiness. Got Joe Musa back in the mix.
We back.
It will get you a breather. You know, you've been working overtime here.
Yeah, I got
last 4 days.
I got to actually just sit with the people in the bleachers and enjoy the game. It was nice.
So what are your thoughts so far? I saw Javion Tyndale make a few moves here. Like, how you think he's looking with the older guys?
Yeah, he hit that nice pass in the corner right now. So he's clearly, he's playing up a few years.
Does not look phased, though.
Not at all. He's got that skill set. Stays in the gym. Got that dog mentality.
Oh, yeah.
So it's good to see.
Just got off with Coach Ray Kim, and he was talking about how what he's noticing is the energy level of the guys when they're playing in NPA games, because for a couple reasons. One, because they feel like they're playing for something.
Yeah.
And then B, Javion Tyndale, shaking and baking.
Pace.
Beautiful pass.
Oh, man.
Wow. you see, like, his teammates are
they love it,
feeding off of him.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think, if I'm coach, I'm saying, hey, I don't care how old he is, like, he can go.
Yeah.
He can go against anybody.
Yeah.
He's just so shifty.
Yeah.
Someone might look at him and be like, oh, he lacks size. I think that's a weapon for him. He can get to anywhere on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
And he can create space. So that's the thing.
That's true.
But no, in terms of, Coach Ray Kim was talking about the energy level. Also the fact that it's live streamed. And this was interesting insight from the coach, like, to hear, like, okay, they're getting up for these games.
Yeah.
And you're seeing it here. It's a 20-point game, but if you just didn't see the score, you just looked at the game, guys are playing possession by possession with intensity, edge included.
Yep. Oh, for sure, man. We've been feeling the energy in the gym all weekend long. This has been a good unifier of the whole Canadian basketball community, the country at whole, basically. At fans and players, coaches coming from across the country on one stage here.
Bringing people together from across the country, coaches, building new relationships. That's what it's all about, man. Getting these kids to the next level, but at the end of the day, the relationships are key.
Yep, for sure.
Ooh.
Dallas.
Nice board there for Beckering. Thanks everyone for tuning in all weekend long. Coaches, parents, fans, media. Edge has been in full control, and this one has been a good bounce back game for them after a loss against RNS last night.
Yep.
Excuse me, yesterday. Nice move. That was great footwork, educated feet.
Yep. Beckering's got a...
Ooh! Hazley went down the lane and tried to throw that down. I didn't even know he had that level of athleticism.
He gets up, man.
Sheesh.
He's got like that quick twitch athleticism.
Yeah.
You know?
I haven't seen it until there.
Yeah. He's got
I've seen him go downhill, but
yeah.
Up and down. Back-to-back threes for number 10 there at edge.
Yep. Benjamin.
That's the young Benjamin.
Yep. Boo Boo's younger brother.
Benjamin Button, you would think. Benjamin Button, he had as he got older, he got younger. So, Boo Boo Benjamin is an NPA alumni.
Oh.
As Javion Tyndale launches, we talked about the ability to create space. I love watching him, man. He's an exciting player.
Yeah.
Keep him on.
Yeah, honestly.
Here we go.
It's a Hazley. Hazley got like these long arms too.
I think, you know, Javion on the floor has changed the dimension just in terms of energy, and he can play off the ball and on the ball, so he just balances the floor well.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it earlier, you know, Sean Blake having to be that leader.
Yeah.
His greatest trait, though, is being able to go downhill, go to the rim. But I think he could play alongside, Tyndall could play alongside of Sean Blake or Hazley. So it's good to have that option. As Sean Blake subs back in. Committed to Vermont University.
Yep.
Joins Sam Alamutu.
Yep, that's right.
Toronto native and NPA alumni that played at Rothsay Netherwood.
Yeah. As well as they got TJ Hurley over there too.
Niagara product right from this region.
That'll do it for the third quarter. 19-point game. One more quarter left to go in this one. We're gonna break.
Let's see. They might be. What's up, man? You good? Let's see. I want to make sure we're not missing anybody on that Vermont roster. Sam. TJ Hurley. Nick. Oh no, it said Scarborough, but it's Scarborough, Maine. Sure, Nathan Johnson's on the staff. Canadian on staff, Nathan Johnson, originally from Nova Scotia. Have you spoken to either of these guys? Yeah, I met him. My boy Ryan Schneider.
All right, we're back for the fourth and final quarter. 19-point game. Royal Crown has answered the call after their loss yesterday. Came out with a lot more energy this game. Came out with a purpose.
That was their first loss of the season, so, you know, from a teaching moment perspective, it's like, okay, we've never been here before. So they're probably on a high coming into this. And it's like, all right, we can easily lose. And they've been able to adjust. Checking out the, on the app here, Swish app, checking out the leading scorers right now. Royal Crown has 4 guys in double digits. Declan Cutler and Peter Bendel's leading the way with 13 and 12 points apiece. And then we got Austin Good with 10, Sean Blake with 11. On the other end, hasn't been anyone in double digits yet, but...
Except for Beckering, right?
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you're right. They're at the bottom on the last one on the list here, 15 points. And then Benjamin, Smith, and Brown all with 7. And Cole Steele with 9. Yeah, Beckering's usually good for 20 a game.
Yep. Nice pass to Namali.
Peter Bendelge has definitely been a standout for these guys. Playmaking, not just scoring. You know, he's got 6 assists to go along with double figures and 13 points. Leading the team in points and assists.
Hey, Cutler again with the putback. High activity on the offensive glass for Declan Cutler. 6'10", 2024 forward. Holding a few offers at the Division I level.
But also nice to see Sean Blake not just scoring, also ties with a team high 6 assists as well. You know, he's gonna play the combo guard at this level and on the next level.
Yep.
Able to shift him to the 1 or 2.
Nice hands. Good D there by Smith. Stolen back.
Bendelge thought about giving it up.
Yeah.
And decided, hey, let me just lay it up on myself.
Yeah. Leads up to 23 now. Another timeout called. 7:43 left. We're gonna break. And we back.
It's got a little viewership stats report. We're getting viewership from Lebanon, Algeria, France, and the States, of course. Checking in the talent from all over the world in the NPA.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tristan Jones, our broadcast operator, for providing the intel. And expect that to grow as the season progresses.
Yep. A lot of international talent in the league.
Final quarter, 7 minutes to go here in the game. Coming up is Polaris Prep versus Quebec CSJV. Pull up from Brown, no good. Royal Crown in transition. Here's Hazley.
Oh.
He's really trying to put one down on the highlight reel.
I have a feeling he might do it.
He's got the time. and I'd like to see it. A lot of talent in this league for college coaches recruiting at the various levels. I was talking to a few of the NPA coaches, and they told me that there's much more talent this time around than there was with the NPA pre-COVID.
Interesting.
And that's saying a lot because there was definitely
A lot of talent back then.
at all levels, NBA, NCAA, some that are still playing youth sports right now. Danilo Djuricic, CEBL champion with the Scarborough Shooting Stars. And the Royal Crown staff of Chris Exlis and Mike DeGiorgio, part of that team, head coach and assistant for Triple S. Session 1, day 4. Got 2 more games coming up after this. And expect a session 1 per month as we head on to the road to Nationals in March. National champion. Who's it going to be? Let's be honest. Fort Erie right now is the favorite.
Clear
From the
cut.
looks of it. Is that fair to say?
It's more than fair to say.
More than fair to say. But here's the question. Can they be beaten?
Of course, anybody could be beaten.
Okay. Who do you think is the team that can match up with them? The one thing is matchups, the other thing is execution.
Yeah.
So there's some teams that could execute at extremely high level, but they're just they just don't have the horses for
exactly. They don't have the personnel. I think, considering the size of Fort Erie, I think a team that would match up well when you consider their size, depth, talent, coaching, I would say is Polaris Prep, who we're going to see up next. They've got a 7-footer in Cam Brennan. They've got a lot of size in the front court. Deshae Wright, 6'8". Bruno Verderte, about 6'7", 6'8". They got tall guards like Dom Pangonis that can compete at a high level. Obviously, it's not going to be easy, but I would say them. This Royal Crown team, like, they've got size as well, like 6'10" Declan Cutler.
Got to put it together, yeah.
Yeah, they got to put it together.
A lot of new names, new faces, you know.
Yeah.
Some guys moved up from the junior team.
At an earlier event a few weeks ago, Fort Erie actually took a loss to Dynasty out of Quebec.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, they didn't have Ishan Sharma, Christian Nitu, Charrier, some of their top guys.
So let me rephrase the question. Can they be beaten at full strength?
At full strength. I mean, I'm still never going to say no because I think anybody can be beaten.
And also, like, you know, everyone's got injuries. Like, it's very hard to get everybody with at full strength at any given moment in the season. But just in particular, like, the 3 guys that they're quote-unquote missing for Fort Erie, those are starters.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting as the season progresses. How teams come together as Sean Blake, he rose up and then was able to keep the body control. Switched from dunk to lay.
Special athlete.
Dang, he got up. So both guards, both him and Hazley,
Yeah, play above the
All
rim.
right, yep.
Interesting dynamic. If the both of them can improve on their perimeter shooting as the season goes on, it's going to be even tougher to handle for any team. And then their bigs are going to continue to progress. They got some depth at the wing position too.
I'm interested to see. I'd love to see Javion Tyndale back in there.
Yeah, some
But I want to keep a tab on it throughout the course of the season of how what type of impact he can make, you know?
Yep.
Because I think he brings a different dimension to the squad that they need.
Yeah.
Like when you have the ability as a guard to get anywhere on the floor, in the gaps, in the mid-range, not necessarily to score, to be in scoring position, but just to collapse the defense and be able to kick out, like that's really, really an X factor. Steve Nash did such a really good job of it. That's why he was always leading the league or up there with assists.
Yeah. Keep his dribble alive.
Exactly.
Nice.
Easily, just, you know, casually skip to my Lou, right to the rim.
Justice Hazley, 6'3".
Big block there.
2025 point guard, already being recruited at the Division I level. Holds an offer from George Mason. Some interest from South Dakota and Maine. Of course, shout out to Maine. They've got, what, 6 Canadians on their roster?
You sometimes lose track because
so many.
they keep adding.
Yeah.
Kellen Tynes, NPA alumni, leading the way for them. An alumni from Fort Erie is their guard. Trying to remember his name. I'm sorry.
Jaden Clayton?
Jaden Clayton,
Yeah,
of course.
they got Jaden Clayton.
Yes.
Kellen Tynes, Okai Jamgoose, Jashante Wright McLeish.
Shout out to Jaden Clayton's dad as well. Junior Clayton's been a big part of the basketball community over the years. Nice pass there, and big dunk.
Breaking it open. Nearly 30.
One thing we have to keep in mind is, who Royal Crown graduated, right? They had Michael Ebangaru, one of the top players in the country, moved on to the NCAA level. David
Simon.
About three D1 guys, if I'm not mistaken.
So they got Simon, Ebangaru, Jahari Williamson. Coat Thomas committed to U Sports. Feel like I'm missing one more.
So they graduated a ton of seniors. So this is a fresh face here of teams. Javion Tyndale gets a bucket on the pull-up. With the answer. Under 20 seconds to go here, just wrapping things up. They're gonna dribble it out. 96-71, Royal Crown avenges their loss from yesterday. And we will be back. We got CSJV Polaris Prep coming up next.
That might be the game of the day. You don't want to miss that.